But it's in a pretty good fiscal position if we're talking about surpluses. Yeah, I can see the underlying spending and what that might mean for the years ahead. But should there be any direct payments to those families doing it tough?
Well, they've already made direct payments to families that are doing it tough, but quite frankly, those families will continue to do it tough if inflation continues. And inflation here is homegrown. It's not just me saying that, it's Michelle Bullock saying that. The OECD, Chris Richardson, Sherelle Murphy, economists across the board are saying government spending is actually making the inflation situation worse. It's making inflation
what would you
stay
do?
for
What would
longer,
your side of
which
politics
makes interest
do
rates
if you had
stay
this
higher
budget?
for longer? Well, I think you have to rein in those spending ambitions and rather invest in productivity creating policies, not like making your workplace less flexible, not like putting ideology over reducing power prices and increasing supply into the energy system.
All right, so you're talking about
until
IR.
you reduce
so
those
you think
costs,
those issues are the number
industrial
one
relations,
inflation?
red tape. You have to grow the economy. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But you do that through pulling policy levers that create productivity. You can't simply give wage rises to everybody without having that accompanying productivity, or you're going to make the inflation situation worse. You don't need to believe me or the coalition. You can believe Philip Lowe. That was what he said 6 months ago. And yet it seems that the government has done the exact opposite. You have to have a government that is taking inflation seriously, has to have a plan to tackle inflation head on, not just leave all the heavy lifting to the RBA. If a government does that, well, essentially it's failed in its duty to reduce the cost of living, because the cost of living will stay higher for longer if inflation stays higher for longer.
Okay, we will wait to see what Jim Chalmers comes up with at 10:30 this morning. Jane Hume, great to talk to you. Thanks so much.
You too, Laura.